I feel like you've kind of lost the point here of being grateful for what you have in the moment, and that is the key to what you're going to get in the future. Abundance, prosperity. You're missing the point completely. And you need to do the things that you want to do. That it's your be grateful list, your be happy list. Things that you feel happy in the moment when you're doing them. Maybe not think about the things that are going to make you happy, but think about the things that are going to make you happy right now. So let's think about that before we go into this tarot reading. I want to talk about your past, present, future. What is this collective's past energy? The Hermit. So you've been in self-reflection for a really long time, and that's how you've gained a lot of peace and clarity in your life. I was trying to be spooky with the hat, but I don't know. That was a little better. More Wednesday, less skeleton. Tim Burton vibes. Anyways, past energy. You were very impatient because you were kind of stuck in your head about it, kind of stuck in that self-reflection, a little bit too heavy, like over and over and over. When is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? So let's see what your present energy is like. The Wheel of Fortune. So this kind of self-reflection is exactly what you needed to make things shift currently in your present moment right now. If you keep thinking the way you're thinking right now at this moment, things are going to channel and things are going to shift. The Wheel of Fortune has definitely been coming up in the present energy, which is such a good sign and such a good omen. It's important to keep your faith at this time. I know it's hard when you're waiting for something good to happen because you've been at such a low stagnancy for so long, and you can feel in your core that something amazing is going to happen in your life, but you've been kind of going back in that energy of hopelessness, and that is confusing the universe right now. So, spirits, what is this collective's future energy? The Nine of Wands. So, I want to challenge you to take this moment to digest, rest. Stop living in the adrenaline junkie life you have been living in. Stop chasing after the next high, because that's where addiction comes from. That's where everything that is bad for us comes from, because we want those high highs, and we're not prepared for the low lows. So when the low lows come, that's why we stay in this stagnant energy. We need to keep the Wheel of Fortune fortuning. We need to keep it rolling. So spirits, how can we release this Nine of Wands energy? The Chariot. So exactly what I was just saying. So keep things going. Keep moving. Keep having those dreams that you've been having, but also stay in the present moment. I know there's a lot, I know I'm throwing a lot at you, and this could be confusing if you don't understand it the right way, but I'm telling you this is the way to go. So if we move on with this Chariot energy, spirits, what does that future look like? The Nine of Cups. The 9 has been coming into play here. I've been seeing 9s a lot, probably because we're in September right now at this moment. This is a timeless reading, but in this moment, it's the 9th month. And we just passed the 9/9 portal. So, yes, you will reach this contentment. You will reach this success. You're already there. You're just clouded by your own judgment. You see what I'm saying? So, spirits, can I have a clarifying card for the collective? Trust the niggle. So trust that feeling in the back of your head. Trust that pull, the string theory. I don't know if you've ever heard of the string theory, but it's basically we're all interconnected and we're pulled to where our connections lie, our loved ones are. So you might feel alone right now. You might feel very isolated, or you did because the Hermit is in your past energy. But if you trust the pull of where you're going, you will find your soul family. You will find the people that you want to be connected with and that you're supposed to be connected with. Of course, there's a weed whacker going on. Spirits, anything else that we can give this collective at this time? The Island. So again, with this whole isolation feeling, right? You might feel alone, but you're not fully alone. The moment of presence is exactly what I'm saying. Here and now, that is all there is. And this might feel like overlapping messages, but there's a certain kind of energy that has been shifting and it's strong, but it can only get stronger if we keep reminding ourselves that staying in the presence is exactly how we're going to achieve success, exactly how we're going to move forward with this abundance that we already have, that we already know we have. But it's the impatience that is getting in the way. It's the hopelessness that is getting in the way. It's not seeing results that is getting in the way. And we need to push past this self-doubt, this fear that we're experiencing right now, because it's not helping us or serving us in any way. What is the advice here, spirits? Death, change. So we have to change how we're thinking about all of this. We have to change our actual neurons in our brains, our chemistry. We have to literally kill our ego, in a sense, to move forward with what we want in our lives. So, leap. You go first. The universe will catch you during this time. This feels very scary right now because it's the unknown, and we're very comfortable where we are. We're very stable where we are. Going somewhere, taking a risk, and doing something that we've never done before is probably the most scariest thing that you will ever do during that time. But during the future moment, you will look back on this and you will say, I'm so glad I did that, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be where I am right now. That's important. That's clarity. That's expansion. That's you opening up to the universe and saying, I am here. I claim this energy now. So the cosmic heart is devotion and recovery from this kind of energy. So make your life a moving prayer. If you need to pray at this time, we can pray together. Universe, spirits, guides, we pray together. We pray for this patience that we so require to move forward with this life, to move forward with this energy, to go through this portal and experience life in an entirely different way. We surround ourselves with your love and your light. Thank you, spirits, and thank you for this prayer at this time. Any messages to give this collective at this time? Humility. So you might be feeling like when you post certain things or when you talk about certain things with certain people, you feel judged, you feel like you're saying things wrong, you're not being authentic, you're hiding yourself. Well, it's important to be yourself and experience the cringe that you so put out into your creations, into your work, because someone out there will resonate with what you're saying and what you're doing, and not everybody is going to like that, but you like it. And this is a spider plant. So we're in spooky season, and a spider is definitely a good intuition into being who you are. There's 8 legs on a spider, right? The 8th house is full of that passionate, sexy energy. You are in that era right now, baby. You are attracting others that need to be in your life. You're attracting that partner that you want in your life. Literally, star family. You are attracting the people that are going to be your community at this moment, at this very next time. Claim this energy now. I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be worth it. I also hear a bird squawking, and I feel like that's them saying, yeah, bitch, get it. I don't know what I'm saying. But anything else? The seen is outcome of much that goes unseen. Unseen forces already participate in your life. So yes, you're confusing the energy with this impatient energy. You're confusing them because you're ready. You're absolutely ready. You're seeing literal rainbows outside of your mind's eye. Whenever you close your eyes, there's a freaking rainbow right there. And the universe is calling you. This is a time of death. This is a time of change. Change that you are willing to absolutely give up your entire life for, because you know it's the right calling for you. And I see the whale coming out as your spirit guide. The whale is a sign of wisdom, is a sign of intelligence. They know when to come out and spurt the water, spurt the feelings, say what you want to say. And the fox is coming out as well. You are a student in this world. That's what the apple reminds me of. But I don't think I've ever had the fox before, so we can read about the fox. The fox practices seeing life through a beginner's mind. Okay, so student energy. So be wise, but don't be the wisest person in the room. So humble yourself. You don't know everything. You're never going to know everything, and that's what's important. You're seeking to grow, you're opening up your mind. We're always seeking to grow in this way because we will never know everything at once. And that's the beauty of this world. Regroup, reassess, reorganize, and release. Clear the room and refresh the energy that you have. Declutter. Maybe your house is very depression dirty right now. Maybe it's really messy. Maybe you need to clean it up. Once you clean your space, you will feel more clear. You'll feel more transparent in what you're thinking and what you're doing. So remembrance. Remember who you are. Remember your soul, purpose, your mission, and coming. So trust the vision. And I love you guys. It's so loud out here. I'm so sorry. Try not to look at all the outside noise. I love you. Subscribe. Bye.